Hi diddly ho meatbaggerinos and botteroonies. Today I am bringing you further into the Raxoverse, both to learn more about the block from which Chance was chipped, and how Sally does indeed have the biggest share of blame for the current situation. It is not a happy story. Obviously. You see, how it works is, no. HK, can you help me out here, please?
Disclaimer! The following includes discussion of crimes against a 14-year-old. Plural. One of them being the absolute worst travesty a man can do to a female. Proceed with caution if this subject bothers you. As a heartless machine designed for slaying meatbags even, I can understand if you cannot proceed. Clarification. I slay meatbags in the figurative sense. On stage. As a comedian.
Please rise for opening.
You know what? I think I'm going to slip into something that sounds
a bit more serious and less relaxed. That's better. Rupel Mark Smith was born from the gene pool of Sally and a hebephile. You see, Sally was quite young, not too much older than Rupel's victim when well, the exact details have been difficult to find, so here's kind of what I imagine happened.
Loretta's getting to be a woman, going on 14. You know, the first time I ever seen you, I said me and that little old gal's gonna get together.
I can't breathe. I feel like I'm gonna faint.
Well, that's the way you're supposed to feel when you're in love. Mr. Miss Webb? Me and Loretta is fixing to get married. Promise me, boy. Don't you never hit her.
That was from a movie called Coal Miner's Daughter. In the film, Loretta has lots of kids with Dew, and in the real-life version of Sally and Not Tommy, one of them was Rupel. In their story, which I dub PDF File's son, at some point Sally lost custody of Rupel to Not Tommy. Think about that for a minute. A creep knocks up a teenager, then gets custody of the resulting spawn later down the road. Don't be tempted to think Rupert Man would have turned out differently if he'd been given to Sally. As we will see later, she is highly accepting of deviant behavior in men. So either way, Rupel would have been raised by a PDF, or a PDF abider. Rupel, being Daddy's boy, went out and found an intellectually challenged kiddo named Connie. In September of 1990, what we know today as Cyraxx was born. Connie wanted to name her little abomination Patrick, but neither she nor Rupel were deemed to be worthy parents. Considering what happened later, we're gonna go with the state on that one. Connie expired in flames during a futile attempt to make some ramen. Around 4 years after Raxo joined us here on Earth, Rupel forever sealed her title of first-class sicko. When he found a kid on a bike path, he did time for it, and yes, you heard me. I threw a her in there too. Evidently, she decided she wasn't really a man after all. Doesn't change the facts about what she's done.
Commentary. Wow, this might be one of the stupidest attempts to evade police suspicion ever. Says here that Rupel recognized himself in a police artist's sketch of a suspect wanted for the very crime he committed. I know, what are the odds on something like that? Anyway, looks like Sicko Dad appealed and won because of a technicality. However, this says no, he did not win. A higher court decided Rupel was just a dumbass, more or less. On to the details of the crime. On 26 July 1994, an underage victim was forced to participate in a highly nefarious game of hide the salami, completely against her will. The victim gave a rather detailed description of the suspect, which was made into the previously mentioned sketch. Moreover, she was able to remember he was riding a blue 10-speed. Forensics determined that Rupel's blue 10-speed was a match because he had distinct tires. Tires that left tracks. Later, the victim would go on to pick Rupel Mark Smith out of 2 photo lineups.
But at this point, the police needed to find the suspect. And that's when they put the sketch out, which was apparently seen by a couple of Rupel's buddies. Rupel then employed the bold strategy of going to the police to say, yes, that sketch looks like me. But no, didn't do it. I was with my buddies, and they were presumably handing out Bibles or something. The police totally believed him and let him go, huh? Kidding. That was a little joke for you folks who are just listening. No, they pretty much knew he was full of shit. Right off the bat, Rupel was all.
Gosh, I sure hope I can help. And I love you, police-type people. You're just the best. The bee's knees. The, best. This struck
them as somewhat odd. A sergeant took Rupes to his patrol car, uncuffed, and explained he was free to leave at any time. They were just gonna have a chat. Suffice it to say, Rupel was not a master criminal, and after some prodding, admitted the whole thing. There was a whole to-do about Miranda rights, but as discussed, it didn't help him. It would be easy to give Sally a pass on him. After all, she did lose custody. I know I was ready to write her off as nothing more than a victim, until I heard her talk some more. A few years ago, a woman by the handle of Tangerine Cat catfished the Goblin. During the course of things, Sally was heard much more than she usually is. And considering some of the things you're about to hear her say, it's going to seem fairly obvious Rupel wouldn't have done much better with her.
I think he did it to himself, don't you?
No, I don't. Background. Tangerine Cat, from now on abbreviated Tanji, had a decoy contact Chancy Pants for some online hanky-panky. The decoy was successful and sent her undeniable evidence Chance was cheating. Side note, showing one's dick to another woman while romancing a separate female is textbook cheating. Sally is saying it's not Chance's fault.
Well,
when you Chance, stop. When you came here or was coming here halfway, before you turned around, you should have said something.
I couldn't. I'm heartbroken. I've been played for a fool. He's been messaging and sending his penis to all and sundry when he...
Chance, I can't hear her when you're yelling.
Tanji was supposedly driving down to see Chance when she stopped for a potty break and got the news he wasn't faithful. She told Chance she was turning around because of what she discovered, and Raxo trashed his room.
Yeah, I did my phone.
He's absolutely irrefutable, is that computer is, you know, I know what I'm talking about, and I wouldn't have turned around if I hadn't have seen that, but it's disgusting. He's even on a porn site.
I can't hear.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Hello?
No, I can't hear. I can hear you, but I can't hear you because Chance is yelling.
Well, and I've just messaged him to say I want to speak to him, but he's even on a porn site, Sally.
No, not that I know of.
Well, I'll show you. Someone sent me the link. I'm going to send you the link. And he's
When was this supposedly done?
I don't know, but the actual screenshot's the 14th of February.
It's easy to tell that Sally does not know what Chance does online. Moreover, did you catch how long it took her to try getting him under control? She reminds me of one of those parents you see out there sometimes. The spoiled brat in tow making a lot of fuss. Meanwhile, mom and/or dad are ignoring the screaming imp and letting the rest of us suffer for their lack of parenting skills.
14th of February. And it says it on the screenshot. It's not even... It's the computer time. You can't change that.
He doesn't have a computer anymore. He just damaged everything.
Observation. Hey, Chancy Poo, know how you're always saying we don't know what you're like when the cameras are off? Here's proof that we do. In fact, know you behave pretty much the same way all of the time. And, moreover, that you're even worse when the camera's off. You were, 30-ish when this happened? Way to be a grown-up, Raxo.
This next part is crucial. Note that Tanji says she was behind the plot to give Chance an opportunity to cheat. Keep it in mind, both Sally and Chance are going to try explaining away the truth.
Lying about that one because I was behind it. So the girl who I got to do it, I told what to do, and you know, I asked her to message him, so I knew he was lying all along.
And now we have Sally again. Can you guess what she's most upset about?
She's trying to talk to you up there. Oh, you got it here? Sit down in that chair. It's gonna cost me $1,000 to fix that bedroom.
That's right. To hell with the woman Chance cheated on. Who's gonna pay for all the shit he broke?
Dirty little bastard sending nudes to other women when he wanted me to spend all that money on him.
So, not only was Chance playing her, romantically, he was grifting her too. What a scumbag. Now we get to hear Sally try dealing with Chance. He's bugging Tanji to come over as soon as possible. He wants her there. Now. Sally and Tanji don't, but that doesn't stop Chance from trying to blame everything on someone else. And does Sally let him get away with it? You bet your ass she does.
Sarah, listen. Once you're calm down and composed, and once you're calmed down, do you think you'd be able to drive down here?
Not tonight, no, not today.
Oh, we're fine. It's that fucking ARJ memes asshole. It's a shit.
I'm just saying, give her a little bit of time.
Your mum's right, I just need a bit.
Note, both Tanji and Sally have told him he needs to slow down. Let's see what he says.
Just like your mum said, Dad, all I want you to do, please.
Sometimes just 2 hours does a job.
No, like, me and her need to get away from all this shit for a few days. And the only way that would be able to happen is if she came down here. That way.
You don't have nothing anymore.
Yeah, thanks to that fucking ARJ.
Exclamation! I knew he was going to say that. His solution was telling Sally that he and Tanji need to get away together for a few days. Sally had almost no control over him. Now, watch what happens when she makes a feeble attempt to hold him accountable.
No, you did it, Jim.
I also found out that when she stopped... I found out that when she stopped to use the bathroom halfway here, that's when she got those screenshots from that ARJ asshole. It's a real fucking piece of shit.
Nothing. He doesn't even acknowledge her before going back into blaming the other guy. But wait, it gets better. And by that I mean, Sally becomes even worse.
Sarah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Any smart person can alter anything on the computer.
That is true,
They
Sarah.
can alter pictures, they can alter dates, times, conversations.
Isn't that lovely? Chance is trying his damnedest to gaslight Tanji, and now Sally is helping him do it. It took well under 5 minutes for her to go from saying it was Chance's fault to backing up her little goblin. She must have a will made of solid jello. Remember, he's guilty. He did it. Yet, all his theatrics and melodrama have convinced her otherwise. What a sucker.
Get ready. Tanji's gonna drop a bombshell, and Chance is instantly going to play dumb. Because he knows he's convinced Sally. All he needs to do is act like he doesn't know what's going on. I imagine there was a similar display after Chance was caught by Kate, and in the end, he convinced Sally that Kate was the one in the wrong.
Never mind those pictures he sent and requested.
I got a video.
Apparently there's a video.
I
Oh, wait, I know what video is. Sarah, are you talking about the video where it showed my face?
It's just... I did everything else.
Sometime in these few seconds, Chance realized he was caught, and again needed someone else to blame. His plan? Say he did it because he knew it was a setup.
Did it show my face where, like, I was laying on the bed and it had my face on it?
Yeah.
Okay, I did that because I knew that was ARJ. I did that to screw with him. I knew that was... I did that to fuck with him because I knew he was gonna try to do some dumb shit.
Why did you tell...
Freeze! Sally should have stopped that line of thinking instantly when she heard that. What kind of guardian would let their charge think, playing into a damn trap, was the best way to get through it. Maybe he wouldn't have tried that strategy with Kate later. Ha! Yeah, right. Maybe Sally was once a supermodel. And Sally was there for it! What a freaking disaster!
Yeah, but still, I did that to get fucking payback on him because he's done shit like this to me before.
Imagine hearing someone you're responsible say that. At the very least, would it not be prudent to instruct them that their chosen line of thinking was unhelpful? Chance, that's really dumb. If you encountered a landmine, would your first instinct be to stomp on it? Because that's what you did here.
Observation! What you're about to hear is proof that Sally knows the source of Chance's problems.
Business.
But they're not going to, unless you stay completely off of that damn laptop computer.
Oh, what am I supposed to do? Give up my fucking job? No thanks.
She knows the only way he's going to get away from the pain he's putting himself through is by getting off the internet. She has known for years! Sally, guess what? Your adopted son flashed Marty's stream tonight. Again! The footage is going right to a certain someone inside the Akron Police Department. If you had done the right thing years ago, he wouldn't have the ability to commit sex crimes. Hell, if you had been worth a damn as a parent, you would have been honest with him about his lack of talent. Sure, it would have hurt his feelings a bit, but maybe he wouldn't be in the same situation today. All you had to do was say, Chance, you're not very good at art, music, or really anything you enjoy doing. That's okay. Most people don't get paid to do what they enjoy. You need to think about a job so you can support yourself, and it's probably not going to be something glamorous. But if you do your job well, you'll be a real man. Also, remember, real men don't show their dicks to children. Shit, Sally. Bet that seems like the easiest thing in the world, at least compared to stopping the monster you created today. Summary! It's clear that Sally is a poor caregiver. If she had raised Rupel, there's a damn good chance he would have still grown into a first-class sicko under her watch. Hell, she'd probably blame the victim for dressing like a slut and drawing in her poor son. With that kind of attitude, it's no wonder she lets Chance run wild on the internet. He's been this way so long, it's probably too late for her to change him. Even if she wanted to, it's clear that the main reason Chance is free to hunt for victims today is because Sally lets him.
And that is really all there is to it. Sally lets her identified PDF, adopted son, dick around on the internet and think he's accomplishing something. Meanwhile, she turns a blind eye to his worst traits and actions. She has unleashed a horny PDF file on the world and doesn't even care. Wow. What else can I say? Thanks for watching this. Hope to see you again soon.